Before taking off on that great camping trip to your favorite spot, there are some tips I would like to share with you. If you've had a fifth wheel for some time, this may be redundant. If you are new, this may help. When hooking up a fifth wheel, make sure all the camper stabilizing jacks are raised. If you need to raise or lower the camper to match the truck fifth wheel and the jacks are still down, a trailer bind and damage can occur. Hooking up is made easier by painting a white stripe down the center of the tongue and the thinner line extending a short way up on the camper. I have placed a marker on the rear window so when I am positioned correctly in the driver's seat, looking out the center rear view mirror, I am precisely lined up with the camper as I gently back into the camper. Make sure the height of the camper is slightly higher than the fifth wheel on the truck as the camper approaches the fifth wheel. When gentle contact is achieved, close the jaws and go back to the back to verify the jaws are closed. This is most important. Often it is dark and hard to see if the jaws are closed in this small space. A flashlight helps. The next picture shows the area with the flash. I have taken a can of white spray paint and painted only the jaws so they are easier to verify when they are closed. Next, hook up the safety cable, and I like to use a padlock to lock the catch rather than using a quick snap. It happens occasionally when some kids like to pull a prank on an old geezer and they open the safety catch and release the jaws, so when someone pulls away, the camper falls on the truck. Connect the trailer lights to the truck. Now lower the camper on the truck until the jacks are about an inch off the ground. Make sure the trailer wheels are chalked and do what truckers call the tug test by slowly moving the truck forward to verify the jaws are locked in place. One only has to miss this step once, and that is the time the camper falls on the truck. Messes up your day. Been there, done that. Finish raising the jacks and unchalk the trailer wheels. Verify the lights are working and you are about ready to go. The next two slides show what happens the one time I did not check to see if the jaws were locked. I unhooked the camper on a side hill to help another camper, and when I hooked up, I made the mistake of not checking the jaws, and the camper fell on the truck bed as I started pulling away. Always check the jaws and do the tug test. There are two ways to chalk the wheels, either with the chalks positioned front and back of the camper wheels or the wedge chalk between the wheels. Both are not needed. When the wheels are warm after driving, the wedge chalks will loosen up as the wheels cool and will not hold the camper. I prefer using the chalks front and behind the wheels. Now note the wide space between the camper and the wheels. My 1-ton 4x4 truck is high, and I had the trailer axles flipped to raise the camper up about another 5 inches, which makes the camper travel level with the truck. One can also adjust the truck fifth wheel so there is 4 inches between the top of the truck bed and the camper. Generally, this is enough clearance to avoid the camper from hitting the truck under normal road conditions. Have someone watch this gap when going over very high or low spots or when off the road. Another tip, campers have the same light-duty spring shackle assemblies as used for one-way house trailers and wear out sooner as many campers are used many times during the year. There are available heavy-duty shackles with grease zerks that are relatively inexpensive to install. If these are greased as often as the wheel bearings are packed, at about 10,000 miles, this will save serious problems if a rough patch of road is encountered. Spring shackle wear is an item not often checked by most campers. In hot climates, covering the tires can extend the tire life as the sun and heat is very hard on tires. Also, many tires do not look checked or damaged and have good tread wear. But after about 6 years, it's time to seriously consider replacing these tires. Enough of this yakety-yak. It's time to go camping. This is our neighbors and their grandchildren on the donks. Always a big hit when we go camping on the Arizona Mogollon Rim at 7,000 feet and 40 degrees cooler than in Phoenix.